Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to introduce our presentation titled Masonic Audiobook Library. Today's focus is on the Master Mason degree, Unlocking Ancient Secrets. Over the course of this presentation, we'll explore the significance of this degree, uncover some of its hidden meanings, and delve into the rich history behind it. So let's get started and discover the mysteries together. Now, let's take a closer look at the introduction to the Master Mason degree. This slide provides an overview of what we'll be exploring in this part of the presentation. We'll discuss the core aspects that define this important degree, starting with the ritual itself, which is rich in symbolism and tradition. We'll explore how these symbols are not just decorative, but carry deep meanings that teach moral and ethical lessons. Next, we'll look at the role of the Master Mason within the lodge, emphasizing how this degree prepares members to contribute meaningfully to the fraternity and their communities. We'll also see how the Master Mason degree is a journey of personal development, encouraging self-improvement and reflection. Along with that, its emphasis on morality helps guide members in living upright lives. Finally, we'll touch on the global influence of the degree, recognizing how it connects Masons worldwide, and consider the challenges it faces today, as well as its future prospects. All of these points come together to highlight why this degree is not just a ritual, but a vital part of the broader Masonic journey and its ongoing relevance. Welcome to Chapter 1, where we'll begin exploring the fascinating world of the Master Mason degree. This is a pivotal moment because it marks the completion of a candidate's journey through the degrees of Freemasonry. Here, we'll delve into the core principles and symbolism that define the Master Mason. This degree is not just about gaining knowledge. It's about understanding the moral and ethical lessons that guide a Mason's life. It emphasizes themes like integrity, responsibility, and the pursuit of truth. Throughout this chapter, I want you to keep in mind how these foundational ideas connect to the broader purpose of Freemasonry, building character and fostering brotherhood. So, as we move forward, think about how these concepts shape the identity and responsibilities of a Master Mason, and how they contribute to the overall mission of the craft. Let's take a moment to explore the historical background of Masonry. Its roots actually go back to medieval times, where stonemasons' guilds combined hands-on craftsmanship with spiritual and moral teachings. Over the centuries, these guilds evolved into a fraternal organization that embraced esoteric symbols and moral lessons, laying the groundwork for what we now know as the Master Mason degree. This degree became a symbolic pathway to enlightenment and personal growth, emphasizing virtue and self-improvement. Moving into the 17th and 18th centuries, the Master Mason degree emerged from earlier Masonic practices. It represents the culmination of a Mason's journey, what we might call reaching the highest level of understanding within the fraternity. This degree incorporates ancient rituals and teachings focused on moral integrity, enlightenment, and the pursuit of knowledge. It's designed to deepen a Mason's understanding of brotherhood and the secrets that connect members. The development of this degree is truly central to Masonic tradition. It embodies core principles like integrity, morality, and brotherhood, values that guide us both within the lodge and in our daily lives. By unlocking deeper esoteric knowledge, it encourages personal growth while strengthening our community bonds. Overall, the Master Mason degree isn't just a ritual. It's a symbolic journey that highlights the importance of moral character and lifelong learning, which are essential themes throughout our entire presentation. Now, let's take a closer look at the purpose of the Master Mason degree. At its core, this degree is about fostering both personal and spiritual growth. It encourages us to reflect on ourselves, our values, and our purpose. Through this process, we develop a deeper understanding of life's mysteries and a stronger sense of ethical living. It's about becoming a better person, not just for ourselves, but in connection with the greater human experience. This journey promotes continuous improvement and enlightenment, guiding us along our personal paths. Moving beyond the individual, the Master Mason degree also emphasizes the importance of community and brotherhood. It's designed to build a strong bond among members, based on mutual support, trust, and shared values. These relationships aren't just about friendship. They're about creating a supportive network that encourages ethical behavior and lifelong connections. This sense of brotherhood reinforces our commitment to each other and to the ideals that unite us. Finally, the degree highlights essential ethical and moral principles. It teaches us to act with integrity, compassion, and responsibility. By reflecting on our actions and decisions, we're encouraged to grow morally and personally. Ultimately, it's about fostering a sense of moral responsibility that extends beyond ourselves, contributing positively to society and promoting the greater good. So, in essence, the Master Mason degree is about growth, personally, spiritually, socially, and morally, all within a framework of brotherhood and shared values that guide us on our lifelong journey. Now, let's turn our attention to what is often considered one of the most significant moments in a Master Mason's journey, the ritual of the Master Mason degree. This chapter is truly the culmination of the symbolic lessons learned in the earlier degrees. It's where the candidate is fully initiated into the mysteries and teachings of Freemasonry. During this ritual, we see a blend of symbolism, allegory, and moral lessons that are designed to teach virtues like integrity, fidelity, and the importance of striving for enlightenment. The ritual isn't just a series of words or actions. It's a carefully crafted experience meant to resonate deeply and inspire personal growth. What's particularly important to understand is that this ritual embodies the core values of Freemasonry: trust, brotherhood, and the pursuit of truth. It's about more than just the ceremony itself. It's about the ongoing journey of self-improvement and service to others. And as we explore this chapter, keep in mind how it ties into the overall theme of our presentation: the transformative power of ritual as a tool for personal development. This ritual isn't just a tradition, it's a symbolic blueprint for living a moral and virtuous life. Now let's take a closer look at the overview of the ritual. The Master Mason degree ritual is thoughtfully divided into three main parts. First, the preparation of the candidate, where we set the stage for transformation. Second, the initiation ceremony itself, which is the core experience that imparts moral lessons and spiritual insights. And finally, the concluding instructions, where the teachings are reinforced and understood. Each of these segments is carefully designed to help us unlock deeper truths within Freemasonry and promote spiritual growth. As we explore the ritual, you'll notice that key symbols like the square and compasses play a vital role. These symbols are more than just tools. They represent moral boundaries, integrity, and the importance of balance in our lives. The square teaches us to act honestly and ethically, while the compasses remind us to keep our passions in check and maintain harmony. Another important symbol is the trowel, which signifies unity and the spreading of brotherly love. It highlights how essential it is to foster connections and community among members, reinforcing that Freemasonry is about caring for one another and building a stronger brotherhood. In terms of participants, the ritual involves key figures such as the worshipful master, who guides and leads the ceremony with authority and wisdom. The candidates, of course, are at the heart of the experience, undergoing a transformative journey. Supporting roles, like the senior and junior wardens, help ensure the ritual runs smoothly, emphasizing the importance of collaboration, continuity, and shared responsibility in our teachings. Understanding this structure helps us see how each part and symbol works together to deepen our moral and spiritual understanding, aligning perfectly with the broader themes of personal growth and brotherhood that are central to our work in Freemasonry. On this slide, we're looking at some of the significant elements of the Master Mason degree ceremony. First, let's talk about the lecture. It's really a journey of self-discovery and moral growth. Through this lecture, candidates learn important lessons about duty, integrity, and the pursuit of knowledge. These lessons aren't just about gaining information. They're about understanding our roles within the fraternity and how we can apply these values in society at large. It's about becoming better men, both inside and outside the lodge. Next, the obligation is a solemn vow that each initiate takes. It's a serious commitment to uphold Masonic principles, loyalty, secrecy, and ethical conduct. When someone takes this obligation, It fosters a strong sense of responsibility and unity among members. It's about more than words. It's a pledge to grow personally and contribute positively to the fraternity and the community. Finally, we come to the apron. The Master Mason's apron is more than just a piece of clothing. It's a symbol. It represents purity and innocence, reminding us of the moral standards we strive to uphold. It also signifies our progress and achievements in Masonry, marking our journey of moral and intellectual development. The apron is a constant reminder of our responsibilities and the values we commit to in this brotherhood. Together, these elements, the lecture, the obligation, and the apron, are key to understanding the deeper meaning of what it means to be a Master Mason. They connect to the broader theme of moral growth, service, and self-improvement that runs throughout the entire Masonic journey. Now, in this chapter on design, we're focusing on the symbolism within the Master Mason degree. This is a really fascinating aspect because it's where visual and ritual symbols come together to convey deep moral and philosophical meanings. These symbols aren't just decorative. They serve as tools to teach and remind us of core values like integrity, humility, and the pursuit of truth. What's particularly interesting is how these symbols are carefully chosen to resonate on multiple levels: personal, spiritual, and even universal. For example, the working tools of a Mason, like the level and the plumb, symbolize equality and uprightness, reminding us to live honestly and justly. Connecting this to the overall theme of the presentation, it's about understanding how design and symbolism are intertwined in creating meaningful rituals. They're not just there for tradition's sake. They're powerful visual languages that reinforce the moral lessons at the heart of Masonry. So, as we explore these symbols, keep in mind how they serve as a bridge between the tangible and the spiritual, guiding us on our journey of self-improvement. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the key symbols that embody the core principles of Freemasonry. First, we have the square and compasses. These symbols are more than just tools. They represent the balance between moral boundaries and personal conduct. The square teaches us to live ethically, to do what is right, while the compasses remind us to exercise self-restraint and control over our desires. Together, they guide us toward leading a virtuous life rooted in integrity and accountability. Next, we see the all-seeing eye. This symbol stands for divine watchfulness and the omnipresence of the Supreme Being. It's a powerful reminder that we are always under moral scrutiny, not only within the fraternity, but also in our broader lives. It encourages us to act with integrity and to seek enlightenment in our thoughts and actions, knowing that higher forces are always observing. Finally, there's the level. The level symbolizes equality and fairness among all Masons. It reminds us that in the eyes of the fraternity, we are all equal, regardless of background or status. This encourages us to uphold honesty and fairness, fostering a spirit of brotherhood and mutual respect within our community. These symbols, when understood deeply, reinforce the fundamental values that guide us, not just as Freemasons, but as individuals committed to moral growth and community. Now, let's take a closer look at the interpretation of these symbols and what they mean for us personally. The symbols in the Master Mason degree are more than just images. They are powerful tools that encourage us to reflect on our own values and actions. When we engage with these symbols, we're prompted to look inward, to examine our character and our behavior. This kind of introspection helps us grow and evolve, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Moving on, these symbols also carry important moral lessons. For instance, the square and compass are not just tools. They symbolize living ethically and maintaining integrity in all we do. They inspire us to align our actions with high moral standards, which in turn promotes personal growth and a commitment to serving our community. It's about understanding our duty and responsibility, not just to ourselves, but to others as well. Lastly, these symbols connect us to a rich tradition of ancient wisdom. The square and compass, for example, have origins that stretch back through history, linking Freemasonry to philosophical traditions of the past. They remind us that our pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment is a timeless journey, one that has been ongoing for centuries and continues to guide us today. All of these aspects, the personal reflection, moral lessons, and connection to ancient wisdom, tie into the broader theme of self-improvement and enlightenment that runs through the entire Masonic journey. Now, let's turn our attention to the role of the Master Mason within the Lodge. The Master Mason is essentially the leader and the guiding force of the Lodge, responsible for maintaining harmony and ensuring that the Lodge's traditions and rituals are properly observed. They serve as a steward of the Lodge's values and principles, fostering a spirit of brotherhood and mutual support among members. This role is not just about overseeing ceremonies. It's about embodying the moral and ethical standards that Masonry upholds. The Master Mason sets the tone for the entire Lodge, encouraging learning, growth, and a sense of shared purpose. Connecting this to our overall theme, remember that leadership in Masonry isn't about authority alone. It's about service, guidance, and setting an example. The Master Mason's role is integral to the Lodge's success in creating a space where members can develop morally and spiritually. So, it's a position of great responsibility, but also one of great opportunity to influence positively and uphold the integrity of our tradition. Now, let's talk about the responsibilities and duties of a Master Mason within the Lodge. At the core, the Master Mason acts as the principal leader, guiding and mentoring fellow members while always upholding our core Masonic values. This means fostering a sense of unity among members, ensuring open and effective communication, and making sure the Lodge runs smoothly. When we do this well, it creates an environment where both personal and collective growth can thrive. One of the most important roles of the Master Mason is mentorship. As a mentor, you're guiding others along their journey of understanding and self-improvement. This involves sharing your wisdom, encouraging thoughtful discussions, and creating a supportive atmosphere. It's about helping each other grow in knowledge and character, reinforcing the values that make Freemasonry meaningful. Finally, upholding Masonic values is central to everything we do. The Master Mason embodies qualities like integrity, brotherhood, and charity. It's about promoting respect, honor, and ethical conduct within the Lodge. By doing so, we foster a positive and supportive environment, one where every member can develop personally and collectively, living out the principles that are the foundation of our fraternity. Now, let's talk about how the Master Mason contributes to the Masonic community in meaningful ways. First, community service is a cornerstone. The Master Mason plays a vital role in organizing and encouraging philanthropic efforts, which not only strengthen the bonds among members, but also have a positive impact on the wider community. It truly embodies our core values of charity and benevolence. Next, supporting new members is equally important. The Master Mason helps create an inclusive environment, offering mentorship during rituals and sharing knowledge of our principles. This guidance ensures that new members feel welcomed and integrated, helping to preserve the Brotherhood and ensure its continuity for future generations. Finally, promoting Masonic principles is essential. The Master Mason leads by example, demonstrating integrity, charity, and brotherly love in everyday actions. Through mentorship and leadership, they inspire others to uphold these values, fostering a supportive community that strengthens our bonds and reinforces our commitment to service. In essence, the Master Mason's contributions are about building a stronger, more connected Lodge, one rooted in service, mentorship, and living our principles daily. Welcome to this chapter on the Master Mason degree and personal development. In this section, I want to highlight how earning the Master Mason title isn't just about completing a set of rituals or gaining recognition. It's really a transformative journey that fosters personal growth, character building, and a deeper understanding of moral and ethical principles. The degree emphasizes qualities like integrity, responsibility, and leadership, traits that are essential both within the fraternity and in our everyday lives. By progressing through this degree, members are encouraged to reflect on their personal values and strive to become better individuals. This aligns perfectly with our overall theme of continuous self-improvement and lifelong learning. So, in essence, the Master Mason degree serves as a pivotal milestone that not only signifies achievement, but also propels us toward ongoing personal development. On this slide, we see how the Master Mason degree serves as a powerful catalyst for transformation through various vital aspects. First, it emphasizes cultivating integrity and honor. These values are at the core of personal growth, guiding us to develop strong character and make ethical decisions. When we embody integrity, we not only better ourselves but also positively influence our communities. Next, the degree focuses on enhancing leadership skills. It encourages us to take responsibility, communicate effectively, and make ethical choices. These skills help us inspire and guide others, building confidence and resilience, qualities essential for both personal and professional success. It's about preparing us to lead with integrity and compassion. Finally, the degree promotes the pursuit of lifelong learning. It reminds us that growth doesn't stop once we complete a degree or reach a milestone. Instead, it's an ongoing journey of study, reflection, and applying our principles. This continuous pursuit of knowledge not only enriches our individual character, but also strengthens the collective wisdom of our fraternity. Overall, this slide highlights how the Master Mason degree isn't just about gaining knowledge, but about transforming ourselves into better men, more ethical, capable leaders, and lifelong learners. It's about aligning our personal development with the broader goals of service and community. Now, let's talk about how the Master Mason degree impacts our relationships. One of the core aspects is building stronger bonds. Through this degree, we develop deeper connections with our brothers by sharing common values, showing mutual respect, and committing to personal growth. These elements foster open communication and collaboration, which not only strengthen our relationships within the lodge, but also extend beyond it into our personal lives. Another important point is networking within the Brotherhood. The Master Mason degree encourages us to forge meaningful connections, creating opportunities for support and mentorship. These relationships are vital. They help us grow personally and professionally, and they form a robust network that can assist us spiritually and in our careers. Finally, the degree promotes unity and trust. When we emphasize shared principles and mutual support, it deepens our bonds and builds a sense of community that goes beyond individual differences. This fosters lasting relationships rooted in trust, understanding, and collective purpose. Overall, these aspects highlight how the Master Mason degree doesn't just teach us about moral and ethical principles. It actively strengthens the fabric of our relationships, both within the lodge and in our broader lives. Now, let's turn our attention to the Master Mason degree and its relationship to morality. This degree is often considered the culmination of a Mason's journey, emphasizing the importance of moral integrity and personal responsibility. It's not just about the rituals or the symbolism, but about the moral lessons that underpin our entire craft. In this degree, we're reminded that true mastery in Masonry involves living a life of virtue and uprightness, reflecting the ideals we uphold. It encourages us to consider how our actions align with our principles, both inside and outside the lodge. This connects directly to the broader theme of the presentation, how Masonry guides us to become better individuals and, consequently, better members of society. The moral lessons embedded in the Master Mason degree serve as a foundation for ethical conduct, urging us to embody honesty, charity, and justice in our daily lives. Ultimately, this degree underscores that morality isn't just a set of rules. It's a way of life that influences every decision we make. And that's what makes Masonry so meaningful. It's about continuous self-improvement and living in harmony with universal moral truths. Now, let's explore some of the key ethical lessons we learn from the Master Mason degree. First, justice and fairness are at its core. These principles remind us to act equitably, to treat others with integrity, and to take responsibility for our actions. When we embody these values, we help promote harmony within our communities and strengthen the bonds that tie us together. Next, we have charity and service. These are about more than just giving. They're about selfless acts that demonstrate moral integrity. Through compassion and support for others, we foster a true spirit of brotherhood, building trust and reinforcing our commitment to serve one another. Finally, integrity and honesty are fundamental virtues emphasized in the degree. These qualities teach us that genuine fulfillment comes from acting ethically and being transparent in our dealings. Upholding moral character not only enhances our personal growth, but also fortifies the trust and unity within both Freemasonry and society at large. Altogether, these lessons, justice, charity, integrity, are intertwined. They form the ethical foundation that guides us in our daily lives, helping us live up to the principles we hold dear and contributing to a more just, compassionate, and honest world. Now, let's look at how the application of Masonic morals extends beyond the lodge and influences every aspect of our lives. The Master Mason degree encourages us to embody core values like integrity, honesty, and respect in our personal interactions. These qualities help us develop a strong moral compass, guiding us to make ethical decisions and act with sincerity. When we practice these principles, we not only enrich our own lives, but also positively impact our communities and inspire others to uphold similar standards. In our personal lives, these morals translate into integrity, ethics, and accountability, especially in our professional conduct. By applying what we've learned, we foster trust and respect with colleagues, promote collaboration, and create a workplace environment rooted in responsibility and mutual respect. This, in turn, enhances the culture of excellence we all strive for. And in our communities, Masons have a vital role. Upholding virtues like integrity, charity, and justice helps us contribute to societal well-being. When we act with virtue and service, we build trust and unity among people, demonstrating leadership through exemplary conduct. Ultimately, these morals aren't just for the lodge. They're principles that help us lead meaningful, ethical lives, making a difference wherever we go. Let's now explore the global influence of the Master Mason degree. This chapter highlights how this degree extends beyond local lodges and national borders, shaping ideas and traditions worldwide. It's fascinating to see how the principles and symbolism of the Master Mason degree have resonated across different cultures and regions. It truly underscores the universal nature of Freemasonry and its core values. As we consider this, remember that the degree's teachings promote ideals like brotherhood, moral integrity, and personal development, values that are meaningful no matter where you are. This global reach not only enriches the tradition, but also fosters a sense of unity among Freemasons everywhere. It's a testament to how deeply these principles can influence individuals and communities worldwide, reinforcing the importance of our shared goals and values. Now, let's explore how the Master Mason degree varies around the world. You'll notice that while the core principles of brotherhood, morality, and enlightenment remain consistent, the way these are expressed can differ quite a bit depending on local customs and cultural influences. From the symbolism used to the rituals performed, each region adapts the degree to resonate with its unique traditions, enriching the overall tapestry of Masonic practice. Moving on, it's important to recognize that the Master Mason degree is revered globally because it embodies universal themes, brotherhood, integrity, and enlightenment, that transcend borders. However, its cultural significance can shift from place to place. In some countries, it might influence local social structures or community values more strongly, acting as a bridge that connects diverse Masonic practices while fostering a shared sense of purpose and ethos across nations. When we compare the Master Mason degree to other degrees in Freemasonry, we see that it often plays a pivotal role. It emphasizes moral development and community service, which set it apart from degrees that might focus more heavily on philosophical teachings or allegory. This degree uniquely combines practical application with moral principles, serving as a key point where practice and principle come together in the tradition of Freemasonry. Overall, these variations highlight the flexibility and universality of Masonic ideals. They allow the degree to adapt locally while still maintaining the fundamental messages that unite Freemasons worldwide. It's a beautiful illustration of how shared values can be expressed in diverse ways, enriching the global Masonic community. As we look at the modern relevance of the Master Mason degree, it's clear that it plays a vital role in fostering global connections among Freemasons worldwide. These connections promote a sense of unity and shared values, which are more important than ever in today's interconnected world. By adapting its teachings to fit contemporary society, the degree supports ethical leadership, encourages community service, and promotes personal growth, making its timeless principles relevant to the challenges we face today. This degree's influence extends beyond tradition. It actively encourages engagement with younger generations by emphasizing core values like brotherhood, ethics, and service. And in our digital age, adapting traditions and utilizing online platforms helps it resonate more deeply with those seeking meaningful connections and personal development. Furthermore, the Master Mason degree transcends cultural boundaries, fostering dialogue and understanding across different societies. Its principles of integrity and mutual support create a universal discourse on ethics and personal growth, which helps build bridges between nations. Overall, the degree remains a powerful tool for promoting positive societal impact by staying relevant and connected in our modern world. Now, let's turn our attention to some of the challenges facing the Master Mason degree today. As many of you know, this degree holds a special place in our craft, but it's also one that's evolving in a complex landscape. One key challenge is maintaining tradition while adapting to modern expectations. We want to preserve the rich symbolism and rituals that define this degree, but at the same time, we need to make it accessible and engaging for new members. Another challenge is ensuring the relevance of the teachings in today's world. The principles of integrity, character, and brotherhood are timeless, but how we communicate and demonstrate them must resonate with contemporary audiences. Additionally, there's the issue of engagement. In an age where distractions are everywhere, capturing and holding the attention of our candidates has become more difficult. We need innovative ways to make the degree meaningful and memorable. Lastly, we face the ongoing challenge of membership retention. As societal attitudes shift and demographics change, finding ways to keep our members active and invested is crucial for the future of our craft. Connecting all of this to our overall theme, it's clear that addressing these challenges head-on is essential for the ongoing vitality and relevance of the Master Mason degree. It's about honoring our traditions while thoughtfully evolving to meet the needs of today's members. Understanding the causes of our membership decline is key to addressing it effectively. One major factor is a lack of engagement. When members aren't actively involved, it's easy for interest to wane. Additionally, many younger people see Freemasonry as outdated or disconnected from their values, which makes it harder to attract new members. It's important to recognize that younger generations often prioritize different types of community and service, and they seek organizations that resonate with their modern lifestyles. This shift has led to fewer people participating in traditional practices, which can cause our numbers to dwindle. So, what can we do about it? To revitalize our Master Mason membership, we need to boost outreach efforts. Social media is a powerful tool here. By using it effectively, we can connect with a broader audience and share our message in a way that feels relevant today. Mentorship programs are also vital. They help new members feel welcomed and supported as they learn about our traditions. Hosting community events can showcase our lodge's relevance and foster a sense of connection. And of course, we should always emphasize the personal and community benefits that come with membership. The key is to adapt traditional practices to align with modern interests, while still holding true to the core values that define us. Ultimately, revitalization requires us to be proactive, innovative, and open to change, all while honoring the timeless principles that make Freemasonry meaningful. As we look at keeping traditions relevant, it's important to recognize the delicate balance we need to strike between honoring our rich history and embracing innovation. Today's Master Mason degree faces the challenge of preserving its core teachings and symbols that have stood the test of time, while also adapting to the values and practices of modern society. Finding that sweet spot is essential, so that our degree continues to resonate with both current and future members, all while safeguarding its historical significance. Moving on to attracting a diverse membership, this is about more than just numbers. It involves revisiting our outreach strategies and practicing true inclusivity. We want to create a welcoming environment where everyone feels comfortable and valued. At the same time, we need to address any misconceptions about Freemasonry, clear up misunderstandings that might prevent potential members from engaging with us. By doing so, we ensure that the Master Mason degree remains relevant, appealing to a broader audience, and able to thrive long into the future. In essence, balancing tradition with innovation and fostering inclusivity are key to our ongoing relevance. They align perfectly with our overall mission to build a strong, enduring fraternity that respects its past while embracing the future. Now, let's talk about addressing misconceptions and combating stereotypes that often surround the Master Mason degree. Many of these misunderstandings stem from the idea that Freemasonry is all about secrecy and elitism, which isn't really accurate. It's important that we open up a dialogue and provide education to help demystify what Freemasonry truly stands for. By doing so, we can highlight our core values: brotherhood, charity, and personal growth, that form the foundation of our fraternity. Misconceptions about the Master Mason degree can create barriers that prevent people from truly understanding its purpose. When we engage with the community openly, through conversations and outreach, we have a real opportunity to dispel myths. This helps foster a more accurate perception of Freemasonry's contributions to society and clarifies that our focus is on positive personal development and service, not secrecy or exclusivity. In the bigger picture, addressing these misconceptions aligns with our overall goal of promoting transparency and understanding. It's about building bridges, breaking down stereotypes, and showing that Freemasonry is a brotherhood committed to making a meaningful difference. Let's take a moment to explore the future of the Master Mason degree. As we look ahead, it's clear that technology and innovation will play a significant role in how this important step in our journey evolves. We can envision more interactive and immersive experiences, perhaps using virtual reality or augmented reality to deepen understanding and engagement. This could make the teachings more personal and memorable for each candidate. Additionally, digital platforms might allow for more seamless sharing of knowledge and mentorship, connecting members across different locations more effectively. The goal is to keep the core principles strong while embracing new tools that enhance learning and fellowship. Ultimately, the future of the Master Mason degree is about maintaining tradition while innovating to meet the needs of tomorrow's members. This aligns perfectly with our ongoing mission to grow and strengthen our fraternity in meaningful ways. As we look to the future, the practices surrounding the Master Mason degree are truly evolving. One of the key areas of change is the incorporation of technology. Imagine virtual meetings and digital resources that make participating more accessible for brothers around the world. Online platforms can help us stay connected, engaged, and informed, all while maintaining the core values and traditions that define our craft. This shift not only broadens participation, but also fosters a stronger sense of community among Masons regardless of where they are. Alongside technological advancements, we're also seeing a move towards innovative educational approaches. Interactive workshops, digital learning tools, and mentorship programs are becoming more prevalent. These methods encourage deeper understanding, making the teachings more engaging and relevant to today's practitioners. The goal is to ensure that the ancient lessons we hold dear continue to resonate and remain accessible in a modern context. Connecting all of this to the broader theme of our presentation, it's clear that these evolving practices are about keeping Masonry vibrant and adaptable. Embracing new ways to learn and connect doesn't diminish our traditions. It strengthens them, ensuring they flourish for generations to come. Now, let's talk about strengthening community ties through our partnerships with local organizations. These collaborations are vital because they help us foster genuine engagement within our communities, making our efforts more meaningful and impactful. By working together, we can promote charitable initiatives that not only support those in need, but also embody the core values of brotherhood and service that are central to our fraternity. Additionally, these partnerships create valuable networking opportunities, allowing members to connect more deeply with community leaders and organizations. This, in turn, helps us build trust and solidify our presence locally. The key idea here is that such collaborations reinforce the relevance of the Master Mason degree, ensuring it continues to meet the social needs of today's society. Looking ahead, we see the future of the degree as being rooted in outreach programs, initiatives that focus on education, charity, and service. When we actively engage with local communities through these programs, we foster goodwill, attract new members, and breathe new life into Masonic traditions. Ultimately, these efforts help us remain connected to the societal needs around us, making our brotherhood more vibrant, relevant, and integral to the communities we serve. As we reach the conclusion of our discussion on the Master Mason degree, I want to emphasize just how significant this degree truly is. It's not just a ceremonial milestone. It embodies core principles like integrity, moral development, and personal growth. This degree serves as a foundation for the entire journey in Freemasonry, highlighting the importance of continuous self-improvement. When we understand its symbolism and teachings, we see how it connects to the broader themes of brotherhood, enlightenment, and service. Ultimately, the Master Mason degree reminds us of our responsibilities, both to ourselves and to our fellow members, reinforcing the values that make our fraternity meaningful and enduring. As we reflect on our journey through the Master Mason degree, it's clear that this experience is truly transformative. It's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about growing personally and achieving new milestones in our moral and spiritual development. This degree encourages us to look inward, to understand ourselves better, and to strive for continuous self-improvement throughout our lives. At the same time, it opens the door to ancient wisdom, lessons passed down through generations, that remain relevant today. It's a call to lifelong learning, reminding us that our journey of growth never truly ends. Now, central to this experience is the role of brotherhood. The Master Mason degree emphasizes how vital our bonds with one another are. It's through these shared experiences and lessons that we truly strengthen our ties, not just as individuals, but as a community. This sense of unity and support is what allows us to grow collectively, helping each other navigate the challenges and lessons of our Masonic journey. Ultimately, it's about building a stronger, more supportive brotherhood that elevates each of us and the entire fraternity. When we connect these ideas to the bigger picture, we see that personal growth and brotherhood are intertwined. They're the foundation that sustains our tradition and enriches our lives as Freemasons. Now, as we come to the final slide, I want to emphasize the importance of this call to action. The Master Mason degree plays a vital role in strengthening our community and supporting personal growth among our members. When we actively engage new Masons, we're not just preserving traditions, we're also ensuring that Freemasonry remains a living, vibrant institution. This active participation helps keep our values relevant and meaningful for future generations. The Master Mason degree itself symbolizes a commitment, one to personal development and ethical living. It's about more than just the rituals. It's about embodying principles like integrity and brotherhood in our daily lives. By embracing these teachings, we empower ourselves to create a brighter, more unified future for our lodges and our communities. Ultimately, this is about embracing the future with pride, pushing forward with confidence, knowing that our dedication and active involvement ensure that Freemasonry continues to thrive. It's a shared responsibility, and together, we can preserve the relevance and vitality of our fraternity for generations to come. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explored the Masonic Audiobook Library. Throughout this presentation, we've seen how this library serves as a valuable resource for education, inspiration, and community building within our Masonic family. The date, June 4th, 2025, marks a significant milestone in our ongoing journey to preserve and share our teachings through modern technology. I truly appreciate your time and interest in this project. Your support helps ensure that these stories, lessons, and traditions continue to thrive and inspire future generations. Once again, thank you for being part of this shared mission.